Well, hey, Faith Church family, another weekend highlight for you. I want to talk a little bit about what we'll be looking at this Sunday. Having a great time of worship. We'll start us out with JD leading the team and leading us in worship and a chance for us to worship God together. We continue our series on the tough things of Jesus, and we're going to look at something that God hates. We're going to be looking at divorce. When you hear that topic, some of you are going to say, I'm not going to be there. I've been divorced and I don't need to hear a sermon that's pointing a finger at me. Let me just share with you that while there's no question that divorce is something that God hates, there is hope for each of us, whether we're in a tough marriage, whether we're on the backside of a bad marriage, or whether we're maybe remarried. And so there's something for each of us. This series, as I mentioned last week, was borrowed from a church down south who did it. And the lead pastor, when he was teaching on this topic that I'll be teaching on this Sunday, he actually had to do kind of a follow-up sermon just simply because he came across maybe a little too strong. And I'm hoping to learn a lesson from his experience and offer you grace in the midst of truth. And so grace and truth are going to be important portions of what we look at this Sunday. For you to be prepared, here's what I'd like you to do. Grab your Bible between now and Sunday morning and read Matthew chapters 18 and 19. Not a lot there, a lot of great truth, but not a lot to read. There's definitely enough time for you to read it over the next day or two. But Matthew chapters 18 and 19, if you want to give special attention to Matthew 18, 15 to 20, as well as Matthew 19 and the first 10 verses. Those will be great verses for us to prepare our hearts for this lesson. One other thing I do want to highlight for you, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, November 20th, right after our third service, roughly about 12:30 to 1:30, we'll be having an annual business meeting. Here we'll be looking at our budget as well as new leaders and officers for the 2012 year. I would encourage you, whether you're a member or just an attendee who's not become a member yet, we want you at this meeting. It won't be long, it won't be drawn out, but it's important for you to be there. In this time, in this era where there's so many challenges in budgets and there's so much constraints in what we face, and giving does lag around the country, we're facing some difficult decisions, and we need your insight and we need your awareness of these things as well. So join me in prayer for the annual business meeting that's on the 20th of November following our third service. But again, look forward to seeing you this Sunday at 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 11:15. See you then.